Hello and welcome to another SMZ3 2025 tournament race, this time between Gammachuu and MM2. We are still in the round robin. This is week number 4, and our racers are ready to go. I think I have something to click to make this bigger, but it'll be interesting to see if anyone makes the morph pet gamble. Not MM2 and not Gammachuu. Okay. Lake Hylia Island is, I can't see. Looks like we're both doing the Hashula play. With the boots, it's a free 3 chests, since you can bunk the wall open. And we have our first PB pack of Sphere 1 and True Attack. Which means we could be headed to Super Metroid to find progression there before the morph ball. I saw Crystal at Eastern and a token at Hera. Triple is Nichols. Punk Rocks is the gloves. Okay. So that's back of escape, which looks like M2 will do later. Any tank on Uncle. And Space Jump at Secret Passage. So we have Base Jump Screw Attack. This should be fairly boring as Super Metroid section. Another PB pack at Sanctuary. So that and Screw Attack are going to make Rin look fairly easy. Jack Ledge is nothing. Gammachoo's about to get the gloves. Yes, Gauntlet is in logic with Screw Attack and Space Jump. You just can't go to the back, but the item in the middle is in logic. Even normal logic. Missiles at Thieves Hideout. The morph ball could be in the middle of Gauntlet. Bit early to predict that, but Gammachuu picked up the 3 bombs too. That's gonna make all the bombs you need for Kakariko at least. We got supers. There's always a super. Well, that's 2 packs of supers in Sphere 1. There is always at least 1 pack of supers in Sphere 1 and at least 1 pack of power bombs in Sphere 1 as well. It's like the bush crabs have a lot of money. Gammachuu is headed to Death Mountain, okay. And to continue plundering Kakariko. Moon Pearl in the well. 1 orb found. is nothing. As is the old man. What is Granny hiding? Oh, looks like Gammachuu just wanted the starting location ASAP. Okay, so Granny was hiding 20 bucks. Now she's broke. Gammachoo's gonna check back of escape. Doesn't need any bombs for that. With the boots. Nothing in back of the pub. Ring ball. Back of escape. Spring ball is never progression in normal logic. And in this case, with space jump and screw attack, there's not a whole lot spring jump could let you do. More than, you know, space jumping. Running around the map too, just scouts. Running race, it looks like a super pack, I think. Actually doing Kakariko in reverse. Is he gonna get that piece super pack? Probably not. I'm just gonna get his spring ball. Back gate. So we're just one item away from either Dark World Access or a lot of Super Metroid. With Space Jump and Screw Attack, we have Terminator in Logic, the front of Gauntlet in Logic, the two items in Pink Bryn, the old Mama Brain item and Morph Pedestal, and the item in the ceiling. We find various here. Morph Ball could be in Upper Norfair. Been there a few times in normal logic. He's about to, ooh, he's one hit away from dying to the crabs. It's always kind of nerve-wracking to be one hit away from being crab meat. Troll by the middle Moldorm. Got him though. Double hit. Oh. There we go. Mini Mortem Cave now. Nothing. 15 power bombs total. Supers and more bombs. What will come first, Morph Ball or Hammer? Assuming Hammer is what we find to get in the Dark World. Could be Myths. If this turns out to be a Jet Seed and we don't have a Charge Beam, we could see either racers go back and get those supers from Maze Race. More nothing at Ice Rod Cave. Okay, MM2 sets up the Water Walk. MM2 is following MM2 into South Shore. We'll check Waterfall Cave first, apparently. Oh, I did not set up the... Okay, he could have fake flippered and then got the water walk from the waterfall cave, that Spacer Beam. And then be able to jump off Zora's ledge and get another water walk and grab the item. But he opted not to do that. And he's going to check Hobo. So we got Eastern left. And we got, like I said earlier, Morph Pen, Old Mama Brain, Rinse Ceiling, Run of Gauntlets, Terminator, and 2 items in Pink Grin. I'm just gonna get his space jump from Uncle, or was it the Secret Passage? And he might do front of his cave. He has enough bombs to do it. You only need 5, assuming you don't whiff any. You're also going for straight water walk by jumping off a sudden facing ledge. So no stored water walks, won't be grabbing the item on Zora's ledge. Gets his Spacer Beam. And yes, MM2 is headed to front of his game. It's a quick kill on the guard. Oh, and the chest not being a key means that the key is in the middle, because we always got the back and there was no key there, I think. So we're still looking for 1 item. Hopefully the map is in Zelda's cell, so we don't have to go there. But the map could be in the boomerang chest. Soon know. Nope, Zelda Cell has something. Zelda Cell is a long check, that's why you're always happy to be able to skip it. This time it has an item, the last item. Oof, managed not to aggro the guard, making killing the jailer slightly easier. Not being bothered. And that's full heart. And M2 will be death warping. Was there a key in the back? No, there was not. There's nothing in the middle. I'm pretty sure. M2's headed to Dark Cross. First floor. Dark rooms are made slightly easier by having the boots. You can always kick up some dust. Okay, he's past the snake hallway, which is usually the hard place to get past when you're in the dark and have no weapon in. MM2 finds the key that I thought he knew was there. And Gammachuu, remembering the middle has to be the key. Yeah, that's why I thought maybe it was in the back, but no, he would have it in his key total on top of the screen if he had gotten it from the back. So we get some divergence here. Gammachuu is going to check Eastern. In front of Eastern is in logic. There's potentially 3 items up front. M2 is gonna check the 6 or so checks there is available in Super Metroid. That's a lot of money. There's also Zora, who's in Logic thanks to the the gloves. Missiles in the first chest of Eastern. And it looks like MM2 is headed to the 3 items in Old Bryn. It's a Mother Brain missile item, Morph Bed, and Blue Bryn sealing item. Nope, vanilla missiles. There's 2 more items that way. Oh, the good news, if there's nothing for an M3, you can just reset back to the ship. You might go get the 300 bucks again, because Zora is in Logic, and Zora could very well have progression, even this early. The logic for SMZ3 Link to the Past assumes you have infinite bombs and infinite money, no matter where you are in the game. Okay, so now this is kind of bothersome because he can't really reset the book. And it's like, that was 3 items in Eastern and nothing. Okay. Alright, so progression might be the book. You can't really reset that because you're never happy making like a very long check that you can reset your way out of and it's the book or something similar. You can't really reset. But at the same time, you're not sure if it's progression. So we'll see if Gammachuu chooses Old Bryn or New Bryn. Because there might be something in, Pink Bryn. Morph Ball could be in Pink Bryn, the hammer, or whatever. Yes, Gauntlet is in Logic, even normal, with 2 attack and Space Jump. It's the only time Gauntlet is in normal Logic without the Morph Ball. When you have Space Jump and Screw Attack. Doesn't expect you to do any Giant Spark shenanigans. So I'm just gonna follow the book. But the book could be a red herring, and Morph could be in Gauntlet. Gammachuu gets the book as well. Probably is not too thrilled about it either, but nobody checked Agina, that's right. Agina could have Morph Ball or the hammer or whatever. And having to his wives to check that first. She was retreating. Oh, that's a sword. Well, it's handy to have. And now we're a sword or cape away from Aga. So we could find myths, we could find the hammer, we could find Morph Ball, or we could find a Master Sword and or cape. Yeah, lamp is always for Aga. Sword on the ledge. Although if we find the lamp, there isn't a whole lot we can do in the Dark World with what we have here. We can check Catfish and Pod, and that's about it. Compass in the compass chest. Will the big key be in the big key chest? Nope. Gamma is gonna grab his sword out of Agina. And the big key has to be on torch, which means an item has to be on landmo and one on the big chest. But unless this is a lamp, we're leaving something in the desert to come back for later. That could be fire rod too. That would allow us to defeat landmo. And that's okay. Well, that's not progression, but the sword might be. You'd find something like, I don't know, the mirror, and there's something maybe on ether tablet. It could be something that what we have left is Gauntlet and Pink Bryn. Or Zora, that's right, Zora. The bush crabs fortunately have a lot of money, so farming them won't take too long. If it has not done Eastern, we'll do so now. And then we'll see if it decides to head to Super Metroid or farm for Zora. Took a bot and grabbed a nickel. Probably thinking about Zora as his next move. And we're just gonna get his Master Sword too, and we'll see what he decides to do. Will it be back to SM, or will it be no, Zora, yeah. The Master Sword. What will you do, Gamma? Resetting. Will we see Gauntlet? M2 will continue. We know now that the big key of Eastern has to be in its vanilla location. But the last item could be in the big chest. And for all we know, like the lamp is Pink Bryn, and you're meant to find whatever is in the big chest as your progression. Would always be Zara, though. Eastern is a crystal, though, so M2 is not wasting his time getting the big key. He'll have to do it eventually. Might as well do it while he's here. The last item is on Armos Knights. Gammachuu will do, I'm not sure. Just scout? Okay, he's scouting the item under the bridge. Be careful here not to be stuck in a crouching position. Might not need Ice Beam if you have Space Jump and Screw Attack. Ah, there are the mids. So gonna check the missile item. above charge beam, because could be something good there. Nope, it's just vanilla missiles. Okay. So morph ball, not yet. Meant to go to the dark world. And with the Master Sword, it won't be too bad. And the book could end up being required, for all we know. Like, there could be something on Bomber's tablet. Morph ball could be on Bomber's tablet, really. But we need to find the mirror first. Who's gonna get his myths soon. And, you know, Morph could still be on Zora. Probably not checking Gammachuu will not be checking. Head straight to Gammachuu hasn't done the back of his game. No, he's checking, you did, I remember. He's just checking King's Tomb. R2 will also not check. Gauntlet. He also got the mids. Check, yes. Tokens at Meyer and Turtle Rock, and pendants at Skullwoods, Ice, and Pod. Pod being the green pendant. Well, every SM boss is required. Thing at the chess minigame. Thief Sound could be Hammerlock. We'll know. That will give us a hint to the logic, but Thieves had to be a crystal, yeah. Okay, we are not Hammerlock out of Thief's Town because the small key was in front. We're going to do checking the front of Skullwoods, which I always consider to be basically an overworld check. And the bow is there. Ooh. Might take a while for Gammachuu to go there. And he's done, and M2's done. He got the two items out of Skullwoods really fast. That was a very worthwhile dive. check bumper cable edge. Yeah. Nothing up there, just a lot of money. And oh, Gammachuu did not get the God Pixel, but adjusted got pretty fast anyway. He's gonna get the Sea House item first. And it's the boomerang. The number of times I've had to go back to Thieves and find something in the big chest was actually pretty rare. You're more likely to find the hammer behind blind or on blind and have to go to the big chest and find something progression. But you know, it could always happen. It's happened before and it will happen again. But it's a very safe bet that you won't have to re-dive Thieves to get something out of there. Metroid's gonna follow Gammachuu in, Thieves down. It's a logical move to do. And there's the hammer. Always said that not having the hammer should not be a reason you don't go to Thieves, because I've had the hammer in Thieves more often than having to come back with it later. Don't see why he would peace out, but he could. Nope, he's staying. M2's gonna get his hammer too. And with mids, that puts a few things in logic now. Gammachuu on script still after 2 phases. Blind only slightly touching the light. Possible to kill Blind without him never touching the light if you get the script perfectly, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Oh, M2 got the God alignment on the second try, but got knocked out of it. Just gonna get his boomerang from Sea House. Be a while before Gamma gets, if we find progression soon, and there's no reason not to think we'll get progression soon, then Gammachuu could take a long while to get Bow out of Skull Woods, Pendant Skull Woods. Nothing at Hammer Pegs. Likely rescue the frog and take it on a world tour now. As M2 heads downstairs in Thieves Town. Chess minigame. I'm just making a digging game. How many digs? 6. And Gammachuu tops off his bombs. I'd even go all the way up to Catfish via the pyramid. Why not? Stumpy, and then Hype Cave, and then up the bridge to Pyramid, and then to Catfish. The World Tour. Nothing on Stumpy. They can take him to into Hype Cave. I've done it so many times. Yeah, the in-game guide doesn't let you have anything following you. Even if you have the purple chest and you actually left it somewhere, if you haven't lost the purple chest, he won't let you dig. He's like that. So Hype Cave, I need tank. MM2 defeated blind. 2 packs of missiles. And a whole lot of nothing in Hype Cave. She's headed to the bridge. Or the land bridge, but anyway. Yeah, going up. Gonna check a pyramid. And then might go to Catfish. Normally you'd love to have the mirror there so you can do Zora at the same time, but yeah. Oh, that's a rod. Whichever. That's a fire rod. No, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay. Gammachuu said it keeps going, not saving quitting, so we're gonna see Catfish. M2 has not rescued the frog, though. So it's gonna be interesting to see if there's something on the Smith. That's an E-tank from Catfish. M2's gonna be disappointed with his Hype Cave too, and we'll see what he'll do. He could head to Pod, but it's pendant, but he could full clear it. We might see Skull Woods followed by Purple Chest from Gammachuu. Oh, Mirrorless Smith is always bad. Anything? That's the flute! Oh, perfect place to find it, because you're just exactly where you need to be to activate it. So we're gonna see a little scout Meyer. We can't get in Meyer, we don't even have a medallion yet. MM2 gets his fire rod. Could have something in Meyer Shed. And if Varia is there, there's a lot of Norfair. Even in normal logic, you would be expected to be able to do the fine progression even without Morph Ball. Looks like Gamma will check Skullwoods. Or the Ped. Is this a Ped check? It is. Wants it out of his mind. Yeah, it's nothing, just a heart piece. Ped is dead. Gammachuu has the book as well. M2 gets his E-tank from Catfish. Okay, so Gammachoo's not headed, he's not fluting away, so he's probably gonna check Skullwoods, which is good because we know he'll find his bow there. And M2 is headed to Eastern to finish it. Also has the fire rod and we'll get the item from Amos Knights, And whatever, it's a pendant, I think. So, not pendant, a crystal, so he has to do it anyway. With the key, Gammachuu is going to get these 2 items really fast, just like MM2 did. That's his missile, and the next item will be the bow. Gammachuu will know he knows he doesn't need to finish Goldwoods because he checked red, and that's your bow. What will be the play? Mountain is in logic because we have the flute now. Could be something. Alpha Peeps could be. Morphpet could be there. It's accessible now. Now that the mountain is in logic and thus the Morpher portal. Gammachuu will join MM2 in Eastern. It's an item and a required boss clear. Gammachuu doesn't have the big key though. You'll have to do the loop. Get it. So I think he saved and quit after the compass chest. And just $50. Reminder that Zora is still in logic. He's been in logic for a long time. Yes, and Gammachuu's tracker is missing, but M2 might not want to do the Smith check without the mirror, but we know the Smith have the flute. The flute are likely the progression. Going to pod, maybe? Looks like it. Who's gonna pay his monkey some money? We'll see. Pod 5 item plus 1 on the green pendant. Gammachuu might flute away after he's done here and check Mireshed. And after that, if the Variegate's there, then there's a lot of Norfair you can do, even without the Morph Ball if you have the various. Well, I mean, normal logic expects you to have the Variegates to do anything when you need it. But with Space Jump and Screw Attack, there's quite a lot you can do, actually. That's logic. Sure gets his crystal. M2's setting up hover. If you get it fast, it saves time overtaking the warp. Gammachuu is headed to... Oh, he's going to do desert. Well, it makes sense to do desert first. You don't have the mirror, and you have what you need to complete it. And it's required. Yes, this hover is really hard. I mean, hovering is really hard. And he gets it. Oh, yeah, he got it. Hook shot. Well, it's in logic because he has the bow, so he can't get there normally. He just chose to hover. I think he still saved some time. And it looks like what he did is required. Is it required? It could be. If there's something in hook shot. Well, it's required to finish GT, that's for sure. You're not expected to hover or bomb bounce your way across the last Molden fight, but Hook shot opens up all of Death Mountain, basically, with mitts and hammer. But, you know, Gammachuu could go there next for all we know, and he's doing something that's required anyway. So it's not like he's headed in the wrong place. Surf tank in the dark U-turn. The big key back here. Got some money back. Circle around and he's gonna hammer jump, probably. While Gammachuu is headed to the land fight, which should be fairly trivial with the fire rod. He does miss a shot, and he does not. And that's the red man raid. That's just 20 in the dark maze. Wasn't paying attention to the item that Gammachuu got, including. I'm gonna check Meyer. I think that's a death orb. I did not see what Meyer was locked. Get Meyer shed. Nothing and nothing. So the play is odd. I've missed it too. Now we know the move to do now is to go to pod. And that's exactly what Gammachuu is doing. He's gonna find his hook shot. Yeah, I'll be able to go pretty much anywhere. The Dark World, the more bulk could be in a lot of places. Could still be in Super Metroid. Can be at Alpha BBs. Now that the mountain is in logic. And we have Space Jump and Screw Attack. The flute was at the Smiths, actually. And that's a really bad check with myself. I mean, it was the right move, but checking the Smiths without the mirror always feels awful. Two is rescuing the old man. He's gonna run out of, well, he's likely gonna check Paradox Cave. Take a look-see at Super Metroid first. Go down and save to... Oh, no, not save. What am I talking about? Okay. He's shaking the item here. It's Wave Beam. That's a good thing to have. And we know all bosses are required. Because all 3 pendants are in the Dark World. And that's the flippers at Croc Escape. Interesting. I might make those checks expecting the lamp or flute to be somewhere in one of the couple of checks that he hasn't made. And that's very up there. Could be see the next move, the next item in the chain of logic. If we find the mirror soonish, could be in Paradox Cave for all we know. Yeah, with the wave beam and Varia, that would put Croc in the region without Morph. Gammachoo's about to get his hook shot. Does he bell immediately after that? No, he's gonna check it back. Okay, that's Ether in Paradox Cave. That's the cane. More supers. And the mirror. Well, Morph Ball could be in a lot of places in Lower Norfair or Upper Norfair. Another tricky hover done successfully. I can do Hera. I mean, there's no reason not to do all of Death Mountain here. Probably expecting to be either Lamp or nothing at the Floating Island. Lamp or the Flute to be one of the few places he hadn't looked yet. And not even gonna do Hera, just gonna go straight to... Oh, well, he can always do Hera later. Just go straight to the Turtle Rock, see what is needed to open it. Morph has been on Laser Bridge a few times. And that's Ether Lock. Turtle Rock, and it's in Logic. The Flute, you know, it's in Logic until we get to the place where you need the lamp to continue, but that's a few checks. MM2 remembers to talk to the paw. Does not dive through a rock yet. No reason to. There's a lot of checks still remaining. Okay, so pretty much just in Logic. He has the Flute, so all this is to him is in Logic. That's a single arrow. That is an item. A unique item. If you play with the Zelda hints, a unique item is there, could refer to the single arrow. Always a fun one to get. Gammachuu is in Paradox Cave. He'll find his loot, Ether, and the book, not the book, the mirror. So now MM2 is gonna mirror, do Hera and Ether Tablet and Spiral Cave. Just has his cane and his Ether medallion and the book. Get the bomb jump across. Gamma chooses to do Spiral Cave first before the Dark World. Just getting up there. He'll grab Varia and likely check Ether Tablet and Hera. They're fully completable. But Hera is. Tablet only requires the book and the Master Sword. That's the Varia suit for MM2. What's there on the tablet? A whole lot of nothing. Okay, so we have Hera left. Spike Cave, though I don't think it's in Logic with what we have. We don't have a bottle, and we don't have an invulnerability item. the basement, the front basement of the harem. We could have a big key in... No, okay, so the big key is not in its final location. She is setting up Parapod and gets it. Could be an item in the basement, but there's a small chance. At least one item here. There we go. That's the reason. 12 parts already, jeez. Okay, so Moldarm could have the last item, or it could be in the basement. M2 knows that he's missing either the flute or the lamp. Or morph, I guess. Good play with the hook shot into the towards Ben. And that's the last item. Nothing in the basement. Gamma is grabbing his various suits. And what is Gamma? M2 is checking warfare. It could be. I mean, it's possible that that's where you need to go anyway. To get your morph ball. Could be, you know, in the screw attack pit. It could be at Gold Toriso. It's been there in normal logic before. That's a tempered sword in Cathedral. But can't grab it yet because no morph ball. But normal logic has had morph ball at Gold Toriso before in a weekly even. M2 might suspect that Lord Norfair is accessible because he knows that everything we found in Death Mountain could be behind the flute. Say pants room, like this is what they call the antechamber or something. Nothing at the wave beam. And that's a dead platform. Well, Gammachuu go. Thorn Warfare maybe? Start there or... Nope. Headed to... I have never checked the item here. Okay, it's just missiles. That's a penny. Looks like he's gonna do Spike Cave. Need one more heart for that though now. Well, now we'll maybe get a good look at what Meyer needs. The ether as well. Alright, Mirror puts checkerboard in logic. Forgot about that one. It also puts K45 and Graveyard Ledge in logic. Items could be there, and also... fun one, Pendant Swamp is fully clearable. Okay, both dungeons were locked by Ether, so we don't need the other medallions. M2 hasn't found a whole lot in he knows where to find his tempered sword at least. That will be very handy for Link to the Past. obviously. And then Gamma is, well, he can full clear Meyer, so why not do it, right? It's required. Has the bow, so VD won't be a problem. Oh, I believe Gammachuu doesn't need the bow to make VD a formality. With red mail and the amount of hearts he has, the strat for VD is quite safe, even without the bow. MM2 chooses Meyer, not Meyer, Turtle Rock. I mean, it's logic up until the Dark Room. Slippers are in logic without the morph ball, because we have the Fluid, Dark Will Access. I mean, the Myra with the Fire, so you can go up the elevator. Can you? Yes, you can via the Mickey Mouse route and falling through the breakable blocks. You don't need to have the morph for that. And you can go all the way to Croc this way. And Croc Escape. And all of that is in normal logic. Super missiles. So it looks like Gamma will do the Dark Rooms to finish Meyer. Set it to the warp, took it to the back. And likely MM2 will go all the way to Laser Bridge and not be stopped by the Dark Room. Dark Meyer is a bit intimidating at first, but it's not too complicated. And that's a strat I never saw before, but worked very well for Gammachuu. Could be some morph could be in Mimic Cave. It's like Gammachuu did not get. I don't know what I was gonna say. But he was trying to do Dark Spooky, which is pretty impressive, but I'm not sure if he got it. Gonna fake powder. Get his health back from the last anti-fair. Very well planned. Gonna do the strat with the spins. Finish off Viddy with the bow. While MM2 is headed to not Meyer, to Mimic Cave. So it's not time lost. Mimic Cave is the gravity suit. Well, gravity is in normal logic anyway, is even in hard logic is useless without morph ball. Because to go to wrecked ship or gravity suit, logically you need to have morph, so it doesn't do anything on its own. Makes reverse acid bath a lot easier, but I don't think reverse acid bath is in logic for normal. Those are the high jump boots at the magic shop. If Ice Rod is behind gravity suit, this could be a logical double dip of Turtle Rock. now, MM2 is going in the dark room of Turtle Rock, so he's out of logic, but has never stopped anyone, really. Dark Turtle Rock is... It's easy until you mess up, and then you kind of panic because you're not sure where you are anymore in the room. Looks like, yep, he's gonna pass under the other one. It's looking down, and he got it. Easy first try. Probably gonna open the door in case he dies, so he doesn't have to redo the whole dark room. Oh, that's speed booster. Oh, interesting. Gammachuu is gonna join MM2 in Turtle Rock. It's funny talking about land logic. Oh, that's Plasma Beam. Probably not terribly useful unless we find Charge Beam. Last one has to be a key, right? Get the key and we're done here. In 2018, I made darkroom videos for every dungeon, and back then, being able to do dark rooms was an advantage. Now it's pretty much expected of you. You don't have an edge over people who can't do dark rooms. Everyone knows how to do dark rooms now. MM2 is headed back to, oh right, he has speed booster, so he has easy access to Crocomire now. Yeah. He had logical access via Lower Norfair and the whole convoluted way, but speed makes it way easier. He's still locked. This is still locked behind Lamp, but at this point, I think Lamp has been forgotten about. And that was Gravity Beam, Grapple Beam in the Spike Room of Turtle Rock. So MM2 is gonna get his flippers, and that puts all of Swamp, Pendant Swamp in logic. Shot E super slightly too high, but did get the flippers. Now is he head? Yep, he's back. He's going back to Link the Past, so he's gonna do Swamp maybe, or save and quitting to. Oh, you need to morph in the ball to be able to drain the acid, but looks like this is a swamp play. Probably gonna do the mirror checks first though. Yeah, this is gonna go to K45 first. I think if he finds morph there, he's bailing on the Swamp Palace. Gammachuu is in the lava room. More supers. Gonna grab him. They're right there. MM2 has the mirror now, so he could do a fast Smith chain check. Well, as fast as it can be, I guess. Then nope, looks like he's headed into Swamp. Yeah, we don't need a whole lot to finish to wrap this up. Of course, the problem with being in Go -1 and 1 hour rate is you could spend the next hour looking for that Go mode item, that one item. This is the curse of a wide open sea, is that. Where is the last item? There's 200 places it could be. Gamma will likely break the basement too, so MM2 is checking the map chest and Swamp. with the compass. He'll likely go further in. MM2 has not checked pet like Gammachuu did, so if there's no item on Argus, then Gammachuu will know he doesn't need to bother killing Argus, but very rare you get all 6 items out of Swamp before you kill Argus, unless you do left side first. I guess it depends. He already has 1 dungeon item, so you're even more likely to find stuff on the left side. It's always a bad feeling you check left side first and you end up finding the map and the compass there. And you think I could have skipped that. The compass chest has nothing, a piece of heart. We're headed to the back. And why not? More items there, faster. Gammachuu gets his speed booster. Gammachuu gets Diver down really fast. That's the big key, that's the swag net. Gammachuu got everything out of Laser Bridge. Okay, so we found the map, the compass, and the big key. So there is an item on Argus, there is an item in the big chest, and there are 2 items on the left side. Gammachuu gets his wave beam and will be able to equip Plasma too. Keep practicing that fast Master Sword strat against Argus, which is, if you get it right, it's almost as fast as with the Temperate Sword. But it's getting a bit trolled. Do you have enough magic for a shot? Yes, he does. Gammachuu will check Upper Norfair, but we know you won't find anything there, as MM2 has gone there first. Oh, I thought it was a crystal pendant. It's not. Okay. Confused, but Swamp was a crystal, so that was totally the play to make, and he's probably heading back in to get the remaining 3 items. Grab the key so we can shortcut his way back to the left side. I think you do the intended route, which takes a while. Big chest first, nothing. We know what they are, 2 more items remaining. Where we really are. Ice Rod and Morph away from Go. Well, not logical Go, but I don't think the lamp will be missed by either of those racers. Yeah, I'm just gonna check the Beaumont item. I'm gonna see what left side Swamp has for us. And morph ball on the left side. So now MM2 has to find the ice rod somewhere. We could fast forward to 1 hour later and we're still looking for the ice rod. I think unless we missed the lamp somewhere, you were expected to go to Lower Norfair with the flute, go up Worsham in the game towards Mickey Mouse, fall down Mickey Mouse, take the elevator up to Upper Norfair, you reverse as with the lava back, and then head to Croc. Go to Croc Escape and get your flippers. And Gauntlet still hasn't been checked, and Zora still hasn't been checked, but at this point I think it's not a huge gamble to put them off for a while. Well, Gammachuu gonna get his flippers. He's probably headed to Swamp sooner rather than later. Now we're 1:16 in, and all we need to find is the ice rod. It can be absolutely anywhere except on Trinex. And, I mean, GT. Because while Trinex is just a token for SM, you can, in a 774, you will never find progression for either Link to the Past or Super Metroid in GT. In a 774, it's guaranteed. There's absolutely nothing in GT. So don't go there looking for your ice rod. Unless it's a pendant. You know, if it's a pendant PR, then yes, the ice rod could be there. If it's a left-hand seat. And then to get the Mog Ball out. He's gonna get his Tempered Sword at least. Might go to Lower Norfair while he's at it, you know, why not? He's gonna do Meyer there too, so it's very possible he never gets the flute. So we know Gammachuu is gonna get his Morph Ball sooner than later. And M2 just wraps up all of Norfair. It'd be pretty funny if but Ice Rod is somewhere close, because that would be one hell of a jet seed. Despite the fact that Morph was second to last Go Mode item. I mean, all MM2 knows he's at least behind the lamp. He needs the lamp for sure. And he might also need flute, but he doesn't know. Not sure. Yes, well, I mean, we know it's required because for the mountain access, but that could have been in MM2's mind. That could be also just lamp. Lamb, in his mind, Lamb could be at Zora or in Gauntlet. All he knows. Or I'm sure he's aware that he skipped and spin chain, so Lamb could be there too. Check, that's just a 20. He's setting up the GT kill. Yeah, he's doing Mire and Desert at the same time. Nice combo. And then he's finishing Lower Norfair. What M2's doing is wasting missiles because GT, when you are, I think the magic number is 32. If you have less than 32 missiles, GT will never do his beam attack. He will always spit rocks like that, and you can farm them for ammo. Now, M2 has enough ammo to finish him off. Maybe not a commitment. He decides to go early, maybe, but you know, well, do I need another medallion? I need to know this now. And now he knows he does not need a new medallion. It makes sense to scout this ASAP. All the movement items, so we can go through Metroid really fast. We got stage jump with speed booster. We got, I think only Gammachuu has the high jump boost. Forgot what they were, but you know he's just gonna go fast. Got an item. Well, I mean, locked it. Okay, Gammachuu is headed to the left side. We know that's where Morph Ball is because we've seen him to get it there 20 minutes earlier, but that's right, Gammachuu turned in the mushroom. Mushroom was in Mire. And that's Morph Ball for Gammachuu. Now Gammachuu looks behind, but I think he still is a little bit. But he has all of Mire done. And M2's gonna about to do that as well. So that's Bumble style. We saw it already. That's right. Just done with Desert. And he's gonna start with Lower Norfair, sure. Makes total sense. And that was a high five. And Gammachuu's headed to Lower Norfair, while MM2 is from Lower Norfair and is doing Mire. Because he skipped the flute, that was a Smith chain. But at this point, I don't think Flute's going to save him any time now. Because you know he doesn't have to come back here later. That's why with screw attack and space jump, it hardly matters. Well, Gammachuu can check GT anytime he wants, right? He just flutes there and dips into lower Norfair, and if nothing, he resets back to the ship. So that's maybe what he's planning to do. He's just finishing Norfair and then... And going back there is a very low opportunity cost for him. Whereas M2 doesn't have flute, so he has to check it when he's here. We'll just slow it out in both suits. We don't have charge beam, so unless it's found at PB's a shame. And it's always possible to soft lock yourself against Ridley, but with this loadout, I doubt this is going to happen. Ridley takes double damage from supers, so you only need 30 to kill him with. So for every super you whiff, you need to hit with 6 missiles. He also takes damage from power bombs, though he's afraid of them. So you have to trick his AI into getting hit by them. But he does not spawn anything that you can kill to farm ammo for, so you can soft lock, but that's not going to happen. We need more ammo from Mother Brain, yes, but it's going to be found on the way to finding Ice Rod. And worst come to worst, there's always that super pack that both runners left at Maze Race. They can always go back for that one, so they have at least 45 supers if they don't find another pack till go mode. And Gamma's not even going to farm for more supers. He's ready for Ridley. Gammachuu fights Ridley. M2 also fake powders. Oh. After that super. Doesn't matter though. No, he's dead. I didn't count, so I didn't know. But he got him pretty fast for the kill. Well done. Just as M2 obliterates Viddy. And Ridley was hiding nothing, but he was a required kill, so whatever. M2 is headed to back to Lower Norfair. Gammachuu doesn't really need ammo anymore, except for Mother Brain, so you get a few supers back, you know, for navigation and convenience. But your next real refill is going to be at the ship from Mother Brain. Assuming we don't find charge beam, then possible there would be no refill at all until the credits roll. M2's headed up, the worst room in the game, made easy with all the gear he has. No tang. No thank you. Let's see, Gammachuu is slightly ahead. But that doesn't mean anything. Given where Ice Rod could be. Everyone likes a nice rod hunt. Oh, that's blue, but it's not what we're looking for. Can't burn them. But that puts Spike Cave and Logic, and we haven't checked that. An Ice Rod in Spike Cave is always a thing. That's a shield at BB's in jail. Well, the good news is they know that Ice Rod is not. Ice Rod is not in Turtle Rock because, well, they were there. I was just gonna grab those missiles. Likely he'll never find Charge Beam. What he has could be all he gets for Mother Brain. Plus that super pack he knows where to get. He's out of Lower Norfair for good. Well, no, he could always go back and check GT, which he hasn't done. We know as viewers that there's nothing there, but it's not a big deal he's skipping it because he's always just a reset and flute away from checking it. Yes. Not having killed GT doesn't need to farm supers for Ridley. So we're on minute 15 of this Ice Rod hunt. Gammachuu is about to find it. Maybe already found it. Grab his tempered sword in Cathedral. MM2 is unloading on Ridley. I think that's enough. No. Okay. I think, yeah, okay. Ridley down. If Gammachuu wants to farm supers, mini crate here is a good way to do it. Guaranteed to drop 4 or 5 supers, I don't remember. That's the lamp in the wall. So this means the whole convoluted path to Croc Escape via Lower Norfair was the logical way to get Morph Ball. That's gross. Because they say, I don't want to play hard logic. It's always been, it's never has been. I think my top 10 worst season were all normal logic. Did not last long. He did manage to break out, but that's a nickel. When I started playing SMZ3 and did a hard logic sheet, all I knew how to do was oddball. Snail clip. That's about it, really. And every time I was stuck in a seat, I learned a trick I was expected to do to keep going. also grabs the last item in Lower Warfare. Zulus Meridia is not hard, it's just not fun. Some people like, I know Junie likes it, which is really weird to me, but it's not hard, it's just, you don't want to do it. It's like doing the dishes. Everybody can do it, but nobody wants to do it. Okay, so Gamma's heading back. Well, that's true. Some people are way faster than others. But speed comes with experience. So if you never do Sustas and Meridia, you'll never be fast at it. You'll still be able to do it. Just won't be fast. And MM2 just found the land, so he knows now. Well, Flute is somewhere out there. And we know it's at the Smiths. Or a chat. What is this? Oh, no, he's backdooring Meridia. Never mind. That makes sense. You skip you skip what is his name? Stupid snake again. Bot wound. And if you find Ice Rod back there, well, you're done. M2 also kills Create and finds nothing there. So we've been looking for the Ice Rod for the past 23 minutes. And counting. We know it can't be in Ganon's Tower, and it can't be on... Oh, that's Ice Beam in Precious Room. Okay. Full beams except Charge. Charge could be anywhere, even in GT. Charge used to be logically required for Ridley. So Charge was always not in GT, was always somewhere in case you didn't have enough ammo for Ridley. But it's been several years now. Now Charge is considered logically to be a luxury item. Never required for anything. That part was a little too low, or too early, I should say. Well done. Sets up the quick kill and gets it. Those are supers, and MM2 will say thank you. I'll take those. It was a very fast dragon kill. And that morph bombs, sure, whatever, we'll take them. Two gets the short charge to get the main street items. Nothing. What was that? It was an E-tank, I think, at Crab Supers. Reminder that absolutely everything in Super Metroid is in logic. Super is in the wall of Mama Turtle. That's good. And more up there. Okay, so I think MM2 now is comfortable in ammo. Won't really go out of his way for more. I'm trying to do the short charge here. I have no idea how to do that without Samus's spray. I know you can learn the timing, but it helps to see the animation. And nothing interesting. Even Shackle was in logic with grapple beam. Nothing at oh yeah, I meant to grab some more missiles. Zora and Zora's Ledge are unexplored. That's right. Gammachuu saved, so we can save scum the pits. At this point, you're probably checking also Shack Tool because no, checking Shack Tool. Okay, it's gonna be the left sandpit now. And our races are in the same room. No high fives here. What is here? A full heart and a small piece of heart. Okay. Nothing in the sandpits. Ice Rod could be a Shack Tool. Ice Rod could be anywhere except Trinex. Or GT. Or, you know, the front of Gauntlet has Ice Rod for all we know. And anyone checking that early would have been going over the test. MM2 found Morph Ball at 1 hour 15 minutes, I think, so it would soon be 30 minutes. Still looking for the Ice Rod. So it's been 28 minutes. And counting. Now to resetting. Well, it can't. Ice Rod cannot be in Turtle Rock because we've done all Turtle Rock except Trinex. Could be at Spike Cave though, which is kind of close to Turtle Rock. And we did find Cane of Burna at Fireflies, so that could be the item that's expected by the logic to use to get Ice Rod in Spike Cave. To destroys Botwoon, also known as the greatest hitbox in the universe. Gammachuu is headed to Mama Turtle. So Gammachuu is gonna get his 55 supers here, and I think that'll be enough to satisfy him. They do have both Burna, yes. Pretty sure. Gamma is headed to Red Tower. Opted to skip Plasma Room and Shack Tool. It's likely to. It's really rare that you're punished for not checking Shack Tool, but when you are, it feels really bad. $300 at Beta Peeps. MM2 destroys Dragon. He's gonna get his morph bombs. Might not grab them. Trying to get a spike suit and doesn't get it. I think that's what we're trying to do. He did deboost off the turret to quickly collect pickups, and he does grab his morph bombs. That's the first bottle we've seen. Ice Rod could be at Sick Kid. There's no bottles are always empty in SMZ3. Regular missiles at remote item. M2 is saving quitting back to. Yeah, it's gonna do renew probably now. I did not see what the item was. Neither did the. Okay, that's power bombs. Not interesting. That's a shovel. M2 refills at the ship. Doesn't save. I think it's spooky. We've been looking for the ice rod for 33 minutes and counting. And MM2 also has done gold to reso, so he knows there's nothing there. Gammachuu still has it in the back of his mind. Both have Skip Croc, and Croc could have Ice Rod. I mean, anything could have Ice Rod. Gammachuu set up the Doppler, but he was a bit too early, and he only got one missile in. Medium. That's better. And got it. Wow. Nice done. Nicely done. One air Doppler. It's not hard. Well, it's on the Doppler in the air, but timing medium pattern. And there's a super. Silvers, we'll take those, sure. I mean, when they're free like that, you take them. That's half magic. You also take that when it's free. Gammachuu clears the attic room so we can check. Another long, slow check. The robot room in the attic. Bombing missiles makes them move a bit faster, it's faster than shooting. We know clipping here. Whatever it was nice rod because Gamma's not getting those. Yes, he did skip spike. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it's just missiles. Scouting reserves, it's nothing. Get the jump here, but it doesn't matter. Another E-tank. Oh. Gamma skips the rest of wrecked ship. Could be a good call. This could come back to haunt him. See if MM2 does the same skip. I'm usually in favor of skipping wrecked ship, but all of it, not just half of it. We'll see if it turns out to be precise or not. And that is our gauntlet check coming up. Note that gauntlet, the middle of gauntlet, was available 1 hour and 23 minutes earlier, basically. Nice one could be there. More ball could have been there too. Just 300 bucks. Maybe that's not. You could say the seed is pointing to Zora, but the seed does not take money into account at all. Logic, I mean. SMZ3 anyway. More supers, sure. 60 supers. And MM2 is in bowling alley, so he's not skipping. There's 2 items. Gamma only skipped 2 items because he scouted reserve tank. He knew it was nothing. So MM2 is going to check the Chozo statue and the gravity item location. And if Ice Rod is there, well, rip Gammachuu. That's right, he skipped it back too. That's a missile. A shield. M2 did not scout the item, so he doesn't know it's nothing. Supers, like, wow, that's 65 supers. Now, gravity item, was Gammachuu right to skip this? He was. He doesn't know that, though. So this could be nagging him later. No River Ledge was checked. Purple chest was not checked either. And we've been looking for the ice rod for 41 minutes. And Tude remembers he doesn't have a bottle, so he picks that up in case Sick Kid has what we want. Heading to Mission Impossible, while MM2 will check X-Ray. With Speed Booster, Spirit Attack, and Space Jump, it's a very fast check. Not as fast as you can make it. And that's nothing. Oh, that's the other penny. We found the single arrow, both pennies, and the spring ball. We have all the meme items. Wave gate now. Won't need to do the reverse gate glitch because we have wave gate. Green Hill Zone, nothing. That's Ice Rod, go mode. Gammachuu has made a bunch of correct skips. But now you're thinking, if I had done Bryn Loop as soon as I had Morph Ball, I would have been done with the seed a while ago. Yeah, it is go mode and it's fully in logic, so Gamma is done with Super Metroid, except for Mother Brain. But he won't be able to do Mother Brain until he finishes Turtle Rock, because that's where the last token is. I'm just doing Pink Bryn backwards, so we will too find Ice Rod fairly soon. And Gamma has done less than MM2, but everything he skipped turned out to be nothing, so good calls. That's right. I've won races because I went straight for the GTB key in Tower Room, and my opponent did everything else except Tower Room, but I wouldn't recommend doing that to anyone. Unless you think you're really behind and you need a Hail Mary to win. And where are you going, Gamma? There we go. Remember what portal is. And MM2 is also in go mode. He was the first to find Morph Ball at 1:15, so it took almost 45 minutes to get it, which is not too bad considering Ice Rod hunts can go way longer. They both skipped Plasma Room and Shack Jewel, which turned out to be a good decision. That's right. It's gonna be a really fast finish time because we only need to finish Turtle Rock, do GT, and Mother Brain. So there's gonna be a sub to 30 comfortably. Considering where Morph Ball was, that's not too bad. Not gonna get the high jump boost either, so he might not do. Is it even worth it to try to baby skip without the high jump boost? I don't know. I wouldn't try. And Gammachuu would be able to do the baby skip with the high jump boost and the speed booster. Yeah, I'm aware there's a setup with no high jump boost. It just isn't worth even trying. I'll be right back. And we have a sub 2 hour and 5 minutes entry time in GT, which is really fast for a 774. Hope Room disappoints. And MM2 doesn't get the 0 cycle either, but it's a pretty fast kill. Gammachuu is roughly 90 seconds ahead of MM2, I think. Maybe a bit more. Now, if MM2 does Dark Magician, and the big key is on the right side, then it'll be very close. Okay, so MM2 goes left first, which could be really bad if Rando Room has the key. That's the key. And oh boy. Well, hopefully MM2 does a full left. He's not, because he's killing his Stalfos. Oh, never mind. He killed them for fun, I guess. Yeah, M2's in trouble, yeah. Tearing his way through. Start of the gauntlet. Gonna say if MM2 finds a charge beam, he could save 30 seconds by doing stand up, but it's not gonna find it now. Unless it's in the last chest. He opens it. Airbar room, the 4 torches. Oh, Gamma still checks his chest. Looking for charge beam, most likely. And what else could it be looking for, really? Doesn't have the powder, but that doesn't matter one bit. And M2 gets his big key. That was a fast Moldorm too. And vanilla final chest. Gamma is headed to Gammachuu. Wow. MM2 starts his gauntlet. This is Gamma's race to lose, unless he gets really trolled by Gammachuu and Ganon. Doesn't take any chances, uses the cape to set up. Is Gammachuu? Oh, the 1-2 could have been 3, but you know, stupid blue balls. So 1-2-2-1. Good gauntlet so far for MM2. Oh, gets trolled by the horse head, walking straight between the 2 spikes. Forcing him to go around to kill it. It's not catching a break. Oh. Man. Those are for trolly horse heads. Gets the really fast phase 1. Gets 1 cycle phase 2. Has MM2 fights. Land 1, 2 and gets it 1 cycle. Oh, Gammachuu might get 38 teleports in a row, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope. Teleports won't be saving MM2. Gammachuu sets up the triple. Nope, just a double. Doesn't matter. That's a single G for Gammachuu. MM2 is not checking the remaining chests. Makes sense, because Charge Beam could be in so many different places. Like, when you full clear the seed, you might check the last few chests in case Charge is there, because there's a good chance it is. But they left so many things behind that... Yeah. Gonna be a low 220. 20-ish. And 2-2X. Which is a very fast time for a 774, especially considering where the morph ball was. That's a triple, I think, for MM2. That's pretty good. Wasn't the most easy of setups now. So 3-1 to finish Gammachuu. Sometimes this makes sense to do Aga last, Ganon last, but because you don't find anything in Turian, and you usually have to do Turtle Rock, and when you're completing Turtle Rock, it's usually the last dungeon, and then you're right next to Ganon's Tower, and Ganon's Tower could still have items that will be useful for Super Metroid. Not progression, but you could find Charge Beam there, or more supers, or whatever. Or Ice Beam. Gammachuu is damaging down because there won't be any stand-up. No Charge Beam. And to finishes off Ganon with a pretty good triple. Wow. Well done, Gammachuu. Oh, sets up this speed zip skip. Okay. Doesn't get it. Did you forget to equip dice? Was screw attack unequipped? This isn't the down back method, so. Could be giving him a chance to catch up. This is giving him a chance to catch up. Might not be enough. I think it's gonna be the play here, just missile your boom. I didn't see if Gamma menu to unequip screw attack. That's phase one. Gamma still has plenty. You can whiff a few, several even. And Mother requires 60 supers. She doesn't take double damage from them though, so every whiff super is just 3 missiles. Already at the catch-up phase. He only whiffed a couple. Yeah, there we go. That's. Yeah, but your damage is down because there is no stand up without charging. M2. Alright, the M2 didn't have a high jump boost, so I don't think he even attempted to do the skip because of that. And M2 has unequipped screw attack, so we'll be able to do the standard nice clip through the Zebedites. Other brain is showing off her fancy party hat. One that makes you glow. And it does have less ammo, but I think he's gonna get oh, almost. Got it second try. But he's 2 phases behind. M2 goes through phase 1 way faster. He needs 60 missiles and... yeah, 60 missiles and all his 40 supers. Which he should be just fine, really. However, Gammachuu is ahead by enough that he's gonna win the race, but not by much. It'll be a tight race still. I think the story of this race was Gammachuu ended up making skips that turned out to be good because there was nothing there. While M2 got to morph ball a bit faster and did more SM checks. Those more SM checks turned out not to be Ice Rod, which was the only thing we were looking for. After Morph Ball, when Morph Ball was found, we're still looking out for the lab, and it was found while looking for Ice Rod, but it was not required at all. Probably logically was required, but it wasn't a hard requirement. It's just gonna be rough taking escape behind. With an official finish time of 2:21:47, Gammachuu wins in first place. Of course, there is 2, so GG to Gammachuu. It was such a fast scene, in spite of where Morph was, that looking for Charge Beam was a fool's errand. You just hope you find it on the way, otherwise you just, make do without. We are joined by Gammachuu. The winner, oh, he's still muted. He's waiting for MM2. And welcome MM2. Gammachuu was waiting on you.
So I'm told.
And welcome Gammachuu. Still muted.
Gamma check.
Okay, there you go. There? Can you hear me? Yes.
GG.
Yo.
Yes. Yo, GG them too.
GG. I'm washed.
This is what I needed against you. Like did you do TR before getting Morph?
How would you not?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Outside of actually no, in theory you could skip it. Where if you got the flute and then you did Ellen Portal and then went around through Mickey Mouse and then did reverse lava dive, which isn't in logic without gravity, and then went to Croc without speed, which is all told pretty terrible.
Yeah, I figured you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say the biggest difference at first was just that Gammachuu found the flute at Smith Chain, and MM2 did without. That was a big difference. And MM2 got the Morph Ball a bit earlier, but he did more checks. That ended up being nothing.
Yeah. Gamma, did you skip top ship and probably some other stuff?
No, I did the top stuff. The biggest skips I probably did was like in what was it, Meridia, Shack Tool, Plasma. I had everything else in there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I did those too.
And what do you call it? And Wreck Ship, I didn't do the, what is that shit? I'm sorry, the Spike Room of Death. I don't know what you call that. Yeah, that, and I didn't bother going to bowling. I'm like, nope, I'm out of here. I don't want to do any of this slow crap.
Okay, well that's the difference.
There's one more that was actually kind of significant. You skipped GT, which took a while for MM2 to do because of ammo.
Oh, you killed it. Yeah, no, I was gonna consider.
I pretty much never skip GT. I don't think it's a great skip to make. Well, especially not for me because I didn't have flute.
Yeah, you never got the flute then.
Yeah. I went out of logic to Death Mountain without doing the Smith, and I just never had a good reason to go back there.
Right. Okay.
I was just like, well, if the logic's morph, then I'm going to lose by a lot more than this.
That means you didn't. Did you get high jumps then? You probably didn't. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, where was that?
Behind the mushroom.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, so I assume you just stayed in SSM after finishing off Meyer and just staying there looking for the ice rod.
Yeah.
Nice. I was really scared I was gonna be ammo go mode. I don't like that situation. I had it once and it was garbage, and I'm glad I got enough ammo not to worry about it as I'm looking for the ice rod.
Ammo go mode isn't real in solo SMZ3.
Did you go get the book before getting the mitts? That was my
Yeah, I
big
got
worry
the
earlier.
book, and then I took it to desert, and then I did eastern, and then
Oh, so you did. Okay.
I got the mitts. Did you get like mitts before
No,
taking the book?
got the book. No, I got the book and then went to follow it up, and
Okay.
yeah, it just felt like garbage. But yeah, I assume then we just nearly lost located. I just had Dora when I found the mitts.
Yeah, I also did as well. I also did Dark Cross because I'm an idiot. So
That
that's
was a key, wasn't it?
yeah, it was a key.
Oh,
And I should have known it, and
yeah.
I forgot about it because I was like, well, I
Right,
found the map, so I have to check everything else, and then I didn't
right.
use my brain.
Yeah. Uh, if, for a good Zelda seed, basically the entirety, it was just, Ice Rod, this is just awful. It could be anywhere.
Yeah,
Uh, so I don't know. I felt okay. I just, I need to make skips because I'm sure MM2 will be in the same situation. So, but I was also wondering if you had a touch TR because I figured you're probably gonna focus on SM, get the flippers. I don't know, get
yeah. I
the
could have gotten the flippers, but I think it is straight up still faster to double dip TR and get the flippers without having to go through LN than to go through LN and end up single dipping TR. It's
okay,
just so
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
That the flute was the main difference. And at the end, Gammachuu made things more interesting with his ice zeb skip.
Oh my gosh, that was so terrible. I don't know. I was just nervous at that point. Had race time open. Like he's not done. I just melted down. I
Oh,
did the baby skip, but I just couldn't pull it off. I forgot. My brain just shut off.
oh no.
And I'm like trying to pull it off for like a minute, and then I just nope. I'm just gonna start using missiles to kill it. I thought I had to
Yeah.
refill. Luckily, I had enough missiles or power bomb, super missiles.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's big shambles for sure.
yeah, that was really bad. But yeah, I don't know. Did you have race room open the whole time?
Oh yeah.
I should have. Yeah, I should have minimized it after getting down to the Metroids area. I figured it's gonna be very close. You did everything, all the bosses of SM before touching the Bryn Loop, I
Yeah.
assume.
I
Yeah.
did I came in at Business Center, did High Jump Ice, then got my sword in Cathedral, did back to Morpho Reserve. Because I also did Morphos Upper Norfair early because I thought that I wrote the logic incorrectly for the tracker and that I could get flippers. But it turns out I should believe past me and I can't get the flippers from where I'm at. So I did back to North Reserve, then I went to LN, full cleared LN, and did Desert and Mire. Then I went out through LN, I did Crade, did Spazer, I did front to back Meridia, skipping Plasma and Shack, and then I reset to the ship, did Rex ship, did Top Red Tower and X-Ray. Then I was gonna do Zeus route through Brinstar, which is actually a map completion term, but it's you go from X-Ray, you go up through a new bridge, and then you backtrack to Early Supers and Anacoons, and then you go down Mission Impossible and go through Retrobren and then go up and do Criteria PBs and Gauntlet at the end. So I was going to do that. Then I found Ice Rod.
You were about a minute behind, but I would just want to say for a while we were wondering if Morph Ball was hard locked by the lamp, and it was because lamp. It was either flute or lamp, and when you found lamp in the wallet crate, it meant that flute was hard required. So the convoluted route through LN was the logical way to get the flippers.
I figured MM2 probably knew that. Got that in mind when you got the lamp, I assume.
Well, I mean, I knew the logic was flute, lamp, or morph to all of the Death Mountain crap. So,
Yeah.
and then morph showed up, so I knew it was flute or lamp. And then I saw lamp, so I knew it was flute. And I was just like, well, I've already done LN and Meyer, so flute is basically worthless.
Yeah.
that point, I wouldn't have been activating it unless I was like going to CAC for something.
I'm so glad it helped me skip just as soon as I got Morph Ball. I just went straight there and like just skip going through the front that tour
That's
again.
also another couple minutes. But I do save a little bit back on Landmone Vidi fights with my tempered, but it is a good couple minutes doing Speedway live. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I assume you would have done the Smiths doing the Dark World loop. I didn't really think that would be skipped, but yeah, I guess you were probably just expecting Morph Ball like in Hype Cube or something.
Well, I gotten the hammer. If I didn't get the hammer, I was very likely to get the Smith, but I had the hammer, so I was planning to do Pyramid Catfish and then do immediately after Eastern and then Pod. And I didn't really want to go back to CAC for just the Smith tournament. It felt
that would have been really bad.
I just had no real reason to go there, so I just didn't do Smith ever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you skip Croc or not, Gamma?
Who?
Did you skip Croc, Gamma?
I did. I got the flippers, and I just left. I didn't bother going back. I didn't even do Ice Beam or what was the other one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. I just...
that's another difference is I do Ice Crumble Tower pretty much every seed.
Yeah, no, I was not going to do it. I'm just a nice run. Like, I'm going to save all that, bunch it up as maybe, as I'm close to garbage location left. So,
Ice and Croc together. Yeah, that's not a bad decision at all.
Yeah, so...
I did also skip all the items in Mire after Big Key, so I had one left that I never came back.
You missed the super missiles then in lobby. It was like right next door, the next track.
No.
So
what a shame.
Yeah. But I mean, I think making some skips here and there is not too terrible when you're looking for a needle in a haystack, right? It's just it could be anywhere.
Exactly. It's just
Yeah.
And basically, I'm doing 3 checks for 0.75 of an item. It's really not that good. So yeah. But yeah, GG's good race.
Yeah, GG's to you as well.
4-0 territory.
It feels pretty good, especially knocking you down a peg.
You got your win now, and I'm saving my 2-0 for the brackets when we meet up.
All right. That sounds fair. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's and good luck to you next week.
TY. Now I'm hoping that not all the admins will be in the play-in race because that would be actual fiasco. Mostly
thank you. And Nito, thank you for doing the comms right here. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nito, for comms, and thank you, Shineko, for the tracking.
Thank you for accepting to be on Restream and racing. And thanks to our viewers. And that's it for this race. So thanks everyone, and we'll see you next mission.